Welcome to Unlock Your Inner Power. I'm happy that you're here today, and I'm happy that you're determined to break through and break every limitation that comes through fear so you can access your true, authentic confidence. Your career is waiting. Your relationships are waiting. Your true identity to show up and for you to take your throne and sit in the place of your true confidence, which you have been ordained as a child of God to have, to be, so you can do all that you're here to do. So welcome to this program. Welcome to this course. Unlock your inner power, my friend. From fear to confidence. From fear to confidence. Today, we are going to address one of the most crucial shifts that you can make in life. And this is turning fear into unstoppable confidence. You see, fear is a thief. It steals your opportunities. It steals your growth and your happiness. But here is the truth. Fear doesn't have to control you. You have the power to break free from fear and live a life that is fueled by confidence and clarity. Now, this session is about action. This session is about identifying the areas of your life where fear has been holding you back. And I call upon you to be really honest with yourself. I call upon you to step up the authenticity game so you can make this practical and you can make it transformational. So we're going to use proven tools and strategies to overcome the fear that has been holding you back. Are you ready? Now, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your money, it doesn't matter, or even your health. Today is the day you begin to build the life you truly deserve. So let's get started. So I want you, first of all, the first step is for you to understand fear. Are you with me? I want you to really understand fear and identify and break the pattern of fear so you can be the person you are born to be. Fear is not really your enemy. Fear is an habit. I want you to imagine that. I want you to reflect on what I'm saying here. Fear is not really your enemy. Fear is a habit. It's a loop in your mind that keeps telling you you are not good enough. It's a story that keeps telling you you are not good enough. You will fail if you try. But here is the secret. Fear is not real. Fear is not real. Fear is just a story you've been telling yourself. Fear is not real. Fear is fake news. It's not real. It's a story you've been telling yourself. And now with this program right here, I want to help you to rewrite it. Now, let's get specific here. Where is fear showing up in your life right now? I want you to grab a pen and a notebook. And I want you to write down specifically where is fear holding you down. I want you to write down that. Where is fear holding you back in your life? Where? Is it in your career? Is it in your relationships? Is it in your mindset? Where is fear holding you back? Is it in your finances? Is it in your health? I want you to be honest with yourself. The notebook can take it. Write it down. And in fact, write it down in this format. Write down, I am afraid of dash because dash. Let's go. I am afraid of dash because dash. Let's go. Let's go. Take your time. I want you to really practice this. I want you to do it. I am afraid of dash because dash. Now, I would like to give you some examples. I'd like to give you some examples. So let's say it's in your career. So you're saying, I'm afraid of asking for a promotion because I don't think I'm good enough. So I'm afraid of dash because of dash. Maybe in your relationships, you're saying, I'm afraid of what? Being honest because I might be rejected. Do you hear that? I'm afraid of being honest because I might be rejected. Where is fear in your life? I want you to write down, be honest with yourself. Maybe it's in your finances and you're saying, I'm afraid to invest because I could lose everything. Maybe it's in your health and you're saying, I'm afraid to start working out because I might fail again. Now take a moment to reflect and really on what you've written down. Take a moment. Think about that. Think about the impact this story has caused you so far. Let's take it even further. I want you to write down on your notebook, what is fear? What is this fear costing me? Maybe it's costing you opportunities. Maybe you'd have been promoted in your place of work. Maybe you lost someone that had, could have given you a great experience when it comes to intimate relationship, but because of fear, it never happened. Maybe it's keeping you disconnected in your relationships. I want you to write down, what is it costing you? Maybe it's stopping you from building wealth, from becoming the first person in your family to be wealthy. Maybe it's stopping you from building true wealth or taking care of your body, stopping you from living a life of energy. I want you to write at least one sentence about what fear has costed you. What has it been stealing away from you? Because fear is a thief. Fear is a thief. What has it been stealing away from you? I want you to take time, write it down. What comes to your mind? Pause this video, do it, write it down. Are you done? Very good. Now, here is the truth. Fear, like we said, is a thief. It's stealing from you. But you don't have to let it steal from you anymore. This is an opportunity. You have the power to break the pattern. And the key to breaking the pattern is what? The key to breaking the pattern is to choose love and confidence. You see, choosing love gives you true, authentic confidence. And I'm talking about choosing to love yourself. That's where it begins. Choosing to be authentic and truthful and honor the person you are and accept the person you are. That is what will put you before the podium of the world. Now, this is not just about feeling good. This is about taking bold action in every area of your life. This is about diving deeper into the deep end of the pool when it comes to living authentic and truthful life. This is about returning to love. Marianne Williamson said, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's not our weakness that we are afraid of. It's not darkness we are afraid of. It is actually light. We are afraid of shining. We are afraid of loving. We are afraid of feeling. We are afraid of connecting. We are afraid of the light. But you see, God did not create you to be afraid of the light. You are a child of God. Sometimes you say, who am I to shine? Who am I to live a good life? Who am I to be blessed? Who am I to be healthy? The real question is, who are you not to be? Who are you to say no to the abundance that God has given you? Who are you to reject the beauty and the abundance of this world? Who are you not to be? And so let's look at how we can shift from fear to true inner confidence that comes from loving ourselves and stepping into that space of true love. Now, okay, fear shows up differently in your career, in your relationships, in your finances. Fear will show up differently, but the solution is always the same. Whether it's in your career, in your relationships, in your money, the solution is the same. You replace fear with love. That's how you get true confidence. Now, let me walk you through how this looks like, okay? Excuse me. Now, let's say it's in your career. Fear might say you are not qualified. Fear may tell you you are not qualified for that position you've been appointed. Now, if you share your idea, people might judge you. That's another one. If you share your idea, people might find you, may judge you. But then, how about love? What does love say? Love says, I have valuable skills and I'll grow from experience no matter the outcome. Yeah. It says, my voice matters and my ideas are worth sharing. I want you to take a moment and reflect on that. Think about one fear that has been holding you back in your career. And I want you to write it down. Be honest with yourself. What is the one fear that has been holding you back from your career? Write it down. Then I want you to reframe it with confidence and love. For instance, the fear could be, I'm afraid of speaking up in meetings because I might sound unprepared. That could be an underlying background fear in your mind. I'm afraid of speaking up in meetings because I might sound unprepared. Now, that's the voice of fear. But what is the voice of truth? What is the voice of love? It says, I trust my voice. And I know my ideas bring value. I trust my voice. And I know my ideas bring value. Now, I want you to write your own reframe now. I want you to write your own reframe, in any area of your life, in your career. Let's start with your career because we've already started there. Write a reframe of the belief that you have, the story you've been telling yourself about your career. I'll give you some time to do that. Write it down. Write a reframe. I've given you an example. You know, the voice of fear in my career says, I'm afraid of speaking up in a meeting because I might sound unprepared. And this can cost you your job. It can cost you not getting your promotion. But the voice of love and confidence says, I trust my voice. I trust my voice. And I know that my ideas bring value. You see, that's the voice of love. You're not there by mistake. And you got to tell yourself that you're not there by mistake. God placed you there, and that should give you confidence. And so when you listen to the voice of love, it gives you confidence to press forward, to do that thing that you're afraid of doing. And love has never failed anyone. The Bible says love never fails. Love does not fail. As long as you replace fear with love, you're going to win. Step out from a position of love, and confidence will just be your portion forever. As long as you don't bow to fear, love will lead. And the position of the kingdom of God is that you lead through love, not your own confidence that comes from ego, but one that comes from surrender and trust, the love that comes from within your authentic self. Are you done? Write it down. I want you to write down the reframe. Read the opposite. What is the opposite of that? What is the voice of love? And I want you to begin to train your mind to be familiar with the voice of love, so that your mind is not always going to the voice of fear. There are only two emotions on the planet. The rest are spectrums of either love or fear. It's nothing else. The choice you make every day is between love and fear. Every action you're taking, you're making a choice between love and fear. Look at the last 1 week, the way you've lived your life. You made a choice between love and fear. Throughout your relationships, every single day, whether you are happy, joyful, afraid, frustrated, you made a decision between love and fear. Any emotion that is a cousin of fear, frustration, anger, worry, overcaution, all that is fear. It's just a manifestation of fear. But when you begin to, you can think through fear, or you can think through love. When you have love-driven thoughts, when you have love-driven beliefs, I trust the voice, I trust my voice and know my ideas bring value. See, that is coming from ownership, and it's coming from deep within you, the true essence. You believe you are born for more than you've experienced, and you believe you have value that others can benefit in. Now, others to do the same for relationships, okay? So in relationships, and I want you to write there, relationships, and then write down what is the voice of fear in your relationship. What is one belief? And I'll give you an example there. Maybe in relationships, fear may sound something like this. Fear may say, if I am honest, I might lose my lover. If I'm honest, I might lose them. If I am honest, I might lose them. Now, that means that you always be so overcautious because you don't want to lose them. That means you're never going to be authentic. And that means you will never experience true love. If I'm honest, I might lose them. So you carry that fear in your relationship. So you begin to lie, and lie to yourself, and lie to your lover, and lie to the people around you. If I'm honest, I might lose them. Another one is, I am not lovable. So I have to hide the true me. So you hide yourself in this relationship because you believe, I am not lovable. So I have to hide the true me. I have to fake it because I'm not lovable. And you see people living far away from their true identity because they think that their true identity will be rejected. It will not be lovable. And so somehow they tell themselves the lie that they are protecting themselves, they're protecting their loved one from being hurt by their true identity, which is really creepy and unloving to self. Now, let's look at in relationship, what would be the voice of love? The voice of love says, honesty builds trust. So when it says, if I'm honest, fear says, if I'm honest, I might be rejected. What does love say? Love says, honesty builds trust. And I deserve real, authentic connection. Honesty builds trust. And I deserve real connections. I am worthy of love and connection just as I am. You see, so fear says I'm not lovable. And so I have to hide my true identity. But love says I am worthy of love just the way I am. In my true, authentic self, I'm worthy of love. Now think about one fear that's limiting your relationships right now. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Write it down now. One fear that is limiting your relationship. Write it down. Take your time. Pause the video. Write it down. Pause the video now. Very good. Now, I want you to reframe it. I want you to reframe that belief. I want you to reframe that story. Fear might say, I'm afraid to express my feelings because it might lead to conflict. And so this is someone who has been wounded. If you've been wounded in the past and ultimately it led to a conflict, guess what? Fear will speak through you and tell you, this is your true voice. And this is not your voice. Your voice is a voice of love. Your voice is a voice of love that gives you that super deep confidence that comes from your true identity. That's who you are. You're not your fears. You're the love inside of you. So when fear says, I'm afraid to express my feelings because it might lead to conflict. And so that person stays in a corner somewhere and they never express their feelings. But love says, I deserve to speak my truth and build deep connections. I deserve to speak my truth and build deep connections. Now, I want you to write your reframe. I want you to write your reframe for the area of relationships. Write your reframe. Pause the video now. Write your reframe. Very good. Awesome. Let's look at the area of money. Is another key area of life. When it comes to money, fear might say something like, I will never have enough money. I'll never have enough money. I'll never have enough. I can't take risks because I might fail. Who wants to fail again? But love, what does love say? Love reminds you, I have the power to create abundance and make smart financial decisions. You tell yourself that. I have the power to create abundance and make smart financial decisions. Love says investing in myself is a commitment to my growth and my future. Now, think about one financial fear that you have. One financial fear that is holding you back. And I want you to write it down. Write it down now. And then down there, write reframe. Reframe it. Reframe it so that it reflects the voice of the truth that is coming from love, the voice of love within you. Now, fear might say, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to spend money on my personal growth. Fear may say, I'm afraid of spending money on my personal growth because it might not work. I'm afraid of buying this coaching course because it might not work. But what does love say? You know, love says, I trust that investing in myself will pay off in ways I can't even imagine. I trust that investing in myself will pay in ways that I cannot even imagine. Now, I want you to reframe your negative, fear-driven beliefs and take some time to do that. I want you to pause the video now and write down, what is the voice of love? What does love say? Take some time. Pause the video now. Very good. Awesome. Now, let's go in the area of health. In health, fear can sound something like this. I've tried this before. I've tried everything. I have tried everything. And I'll just fail if I try again. I don't have the discipline to stick with it. I don't have the discipline to stick with healthy living and habits. But love and confidence will say every small step I take strengthens me physically and mentally. Every small step I'm taking strengthens me physically and mentally. Progress matters more than perfection, and I am worth the effort. I'm making the progress. Progress matters. You see, the voice of love is always the voice of truth. Now think about one health-related fear and write it down. Write it down. And I want you to reframe it. Take some time to write it down and reframe it. Fear might say, I'm afraid to start a fitness routine because I really quit. I don't want to quit again. Or I'm afraid of starting that new diet because I never finish what I start. I never reach the days I say I'm going to fast. I'm going to do the 16-hour fast every day for 2 months. I never do it. I'm afraid. The voice of love says, I will take one small step today, knowing it's a step towards my strength and I'm building myself. Now I want you to write down the reframe. Write down the reframe. Write down the truth. What is the truth? Write it down. Pause the video now and write it down. Now, very good. Now let's see how you can build confidence in all these different areas of life with a daily ritual. Confidence isn't built overnight. Confidence is built through consistent action. Now, here is a simple daily ritual to keep you aligned with confidence. Now, the first one is I want you to start the day with these 3 steps. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every single day. Write it down. What am I grateful for today? You're focusing your mind on things that bring you, that feed your heart, that feed the lover within you. Gratitude. You are feeding the lover within you. You're not staying in your head, because you stay in your head, you're dead. When you stay in your head, you're dead. But you live in your heart. Every day, find 3 things you're grateful to God for. If you can find gratitude, you're tuning your mind to gratitude. And I want you to write and repeat this affirmation. Write it down on your notebook. 1, I deeply love, trust, and accept myself. I deeply love, trust, and accept myself. Tell yourself that in the morning. I deeply love and accept myself. Let's say that right now. I deeply love and accept myself. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or maybe you're doing this program from a place of pressure or pain, I want you to put your hand where the pain is. And just tell yourself, even though I'm feeling overwhelmed, even though I'm feeling whatever it is you're feeling, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling uncertain, even though I'm feeling insecure, I deeply love and accept myself. Now, do the affirmation every single day. I deeply love and accept myself. Fear will always be replaced by love, not anything else. You cannot just chase it away. It needs to be replaced by love as you feed your heart. My cup must run over. Your cup must run over. I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm going through this challenge right now, even though, I'm going this challenge through my career, even though I'm going this challenge with my relationships, I deeply love and accept myself. You're coming from a place of confidence. Even though I don't feel ready for whatever is ahead of me, I deeply love and accept myself. That in itself just makes you ready. It's the other way around. I'm telling you, we live our lives the other way around. Instead of focusing on the inner world, we focus on the performance, the external world. I deeply love and accept myself. Say that again. I deeply love and accept myself. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Slowly out through the mouth. I deeply love and accept myself. Now, I want you to visualize. I want you to visualize one love-based action that you're going to take today in your career. And by the way, I want you to be doing this every single day. I don't know what time you're doing this, but every single day in the morning, I want you to visualize a love-based action that you're going to take today in your career. Close your eyes. Imagine one love-based action you're going to take. Think about the things you're going to do today. Think about the things you're going to do every day. Imagine one love-based action you're going to take. It could be to just slow down. Instead of reacting, respond. It could be to let go of your grudges and love people for who they are. Now, do the same to your relationships. Do the same to finances. What is the one loving thing, love-based action you're going to take today? You ask yourself that every day, and you go through all these areas. What is the love? What is my love-based action for my career, my relationships, my finances, and my health? So you write down in the morning, what is the love-based action for my health? It could be to exercise. It could be to do the run. It could be a love-based action that you can take for your health. Now, I want you to end the day by writing down at least one moment where fear showed up that day. Like every single day in the evening, take your notebook, write down. Don't fear fear. Don't fear the fear. Just write it down. This is how you crush it. And this is how you build a dominion of power and confidence by allowing love to lead your life. So write down one moment where fear showed up today. One moment where fear showed up today. And I want you to reflect. Did I respond with fear or did I respond with love? Usually, the response we give is either a response of fear or a response of love. And most of the time, it's either how do you respond to a cry for help? It's either a response of fear or a response of love. Cry for help can only be healed by a response of love. So you want to respond from love. Now, most of the time we respond from fear. When you go through at work, you're going to see cries for help. When someone acts out of who they are crying for help. When someone does something bad that hurts people, it's a cry for help. They're saying, I'm hurting inside. They need help from someone who is healed, but they cannot get help from someone who is hurting. We need to heal. Now, in a relationship, it's the same. If someone cheats or does things that are not aligned with agreements in the relationship, most of the time it's a cry for help. And they need a partner that can step back, take a deep breath, and come from a place of love. And when you come from a place of love, you have the confidence to face the challenges of your relationship. But when a cry for help is met with another cry for help, there is no help. That's doomed. That's why we have so many divorces and people are separating and running away from each other. Not because they don't. These are people who made vows to each other. But because they don't have these tools and strategies, the marriage, the relationship is gone. When someone is acting badly, it's a cry for help. Sometimes we look at men that are strong and masculine and they're hurting people with their masculinity, and toxic masculinity is a cry for help. They're asking, how can I heal? And the response always to a cry for help is a loving response. It's for you to respond from a place of love, not fear, not to be angry, not to be all this and revenge, no. So if you've been acting from fear, this is the time to reframe it. Every single day, ask yourself, what am I proud? What am I proud of today? After you realize this is what I've acted from fear, then you can reframe it and say, what am I proud of today? The one thing you're proud of, write it down, write the date. And I want you to make a commitment to this daily practice for the next 7 days. And you'll be amazed how this will become part of your life. You'll be amazed the kind of confidence that comes to you and the way you show up in life, in your places of work. So before we wrap up, I want you to write down one love-based action you will take today in an area of your life where you feel there needs to be change. Yeah, let me give you some example. Like career, you can say I'll volunteer for a new project. In relationships, you can say I will express gratitude to someone I care about. I'll express gratitude to my wife. I'll appreciate my husband. In money, you can say, I will set aside a small amount for saving every single day or every single week or every single month. In my health, I will take 15 minutes walk to honor my body. Or if you stay, you can walk. If you stay near the beach or a nice place, you can walk, or even skipping, exercise, stretching, poses. I want you to write this down. I want you to take the action right now so you can begin to unlock your inner power. So you see, fear may feel powerful, but it's not a match for the confidence that comes from love. And that is already inside of you. It's not something you are looking for. It just needs to be activated. And every time you choose love, you take back control of your life. Every time you take action, you move closer to the person you are made to be. Your journey begins now. Take that first step today, because I believe in you and I believe you got this. Take a deep breath into your belly. Hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly out through the mouth. Very good. Take another deep breath into your belly through the nose. Hold it. Push your belly out. Make sure it goes out when you breathe in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly out through the mouth. Now I want you to put your hands on your heart. Connect with your heart. Feel the service your heart has given you all this time. Feel the love it has cared. Otherwise, it will not be there for you and you'll not be here right now. Tell your heart, thank you. Begin to appreciate small things like the beating of your heart, the blood gushing through your veins. Tell God, thank you. Thank you, my heart. Just feel the connection of the lover within you. Feel the peace, the empathy, the love, the joy of the lover within you. The lover wants you to win. The lover wants to support you. The lover wants to live with you. The lover wants you to prioritize love above fear so you can be the person you are born to be. Make a commitment in your heart. I want you to activate the lover within you. Remember a time you felt truly loved. Bring that memory to this moment. A time you felt truly loved. A time you felt unconditionally loved. Bring it to this moment. Feel it. Use the 5 senses. Feel it. Connect with it. A time you felt really loved. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt as though it's happening right now. Yes. Bring that joy into your heart. That joy to your heart. Feel it. If you feel any pain, just say, even though I feel like this, I totally love and accept myself. I want you to speak to your heart before we go. Tell your heart, I love you. Tell your heart, please forgive me. Please forgive me for some of the places I've taken you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for being so strong. I make a commitment from today to prioritize you, to prioritize love, to heal through love, to accept myself for who I am, to forgive, to let go, to connect with my true identity. I commit myself to true love. I commit myself to connecting with my truest, authentic self, now. Take a deep breath in. Just scan through the body. If you feel any pain, just release, let it go. You are lovable, you are loving, you are strong because of the true identity that God has placed within you. You are complete, you are enough, you got this. All you need is within you now. The love you need is within you now. The joy you need is within you now. Appreciate it every day. Do the assignment. Download the handout. Go do the assignments. Post under this video on this platform. And I'll see you again in the next course. Please, if you need a one-on-one with me, there is a link below. You can book a free consultation session that comes with this course. It's part of this course. It's a free consultation session, and we can take this even deeper together. God bless you, and looking forward to seeing you and celebrate your true, authentic, confident self that is driven by love within you. Goodbye.